Today I'm speedrunning Adventures Through Time, a platformer by indie developer Huntsman. He gave me permission to make this video, so shout out to Huntsman, and you can find a link to try the game for yourself in the description. Just fair warning, on his page, one of them's Adventure with Friends or something, and that's the one you need to click. That's the downloadable one. But before I want to go actually showing you my speedrun, I want to show you the whole environment and all the strategies I'm going to show you. Upon starting the game, you are in a generic office environment, and inside this place you can find plenty of things, such as this memorable quote from your boss, a safe room, and the unsafe room. We don't talk about what goes on in there. After you explore your 9-to-5 dull office, you can find your bosses in a meeting in the conference room. And being the disrespectful and interrupting person we are, we interrupted, and we find a massive portal in the center of the room. Jumping in sends us to a strange village. When we arrive in the village, after transporting through the portal, we see that it is unique and filled with amazing things. Viking men kissing, drugs, cheese. We also have a brand new ability, Boost. By pressing E, you get shot forward at Mach 10 speeds. This comes to our advantage when it comes to speedrunning. As we move up this mountain and up these icy cliffs, we find our first skip of the speedrun. If you're not sure what a skip is, when it comes to speedrunning, using a bug or feature to get around an obstacle to save time. This can be something as simple as just jumping around it or just glitching out of the map and then glitching up through the floor. In our case, we're using the skip to just get up these rocks and go to the portal. Simple as that. I'll go in more depth. There are two specific skips to this part of the speedrun. The first one you do is instead of jumping on the little rocks to the right, you will jump straight forward and boost onto the main gray rock. Following with this, it is the next skip. The next skip is jumping on the next gray rock, and then using that and a boost to propel yourself off to the final large gray rock. This can then be used to jump up and get all the way over to the phone, which then leads to the portal that continues our game. Then, after jumping in this portal, we arrive in Castletown. Castletown is exactly as it sounds. It's a town within a castle. But you do spawn in at a circus. Not much to do here other than run to the castle gate. But before that, you see that statue? By jumping on the sewer grate and boosting onto the statue, we can cut a second or two off of our run. Then after approaching the castle gates, we are told to go into the sewer as a backdoor entrance. There's no real special tactic here. Just run, boost, jump into the sewers. As we jump into the sewer, it's a sewer. It's a stinky, poop-ridden sewer. As we avoid these massive spikes in the floor, we learn of our last and final abilities. With left click, we can swing along these pipes like Spider-Man, or using right click, we can use a grappling hook-like feature to pull ourselves around. This grappling hook is the fastest way to get around, and the method we're going to use for the rest of our speedrun. By jumping onto this sewer drain to the right, and grappling onto this pipe, we can use the boost mechanic, as we're pulled forward by the grapple, to get a huge boost of momentum and shoot ourselves across the level. This can then lead to, with a couple well-timed boosts in the air, us just being completely across the entire map and going into the next level. This ends Sewer 1 basically and makes it an absolute piece of cake to travel. As we go up through this hole, we find ourselves in a toilet. We have just crawled up someone's poop pipe, and now we're in the throne room. The throne room has a VR headset that we need, so we run in, boost, get our VR headset, get back out. There's no real special tactic here. Just jump, boost, get back to your toilet hole after getting the VR headset. Here comes Sewer 2. Now Sewer 2 actually comes a little bit faster than Sewer 1. Sewer 2, when we come out of the hole, we find ourselves with that stick that we saw at the end of Sewer 1 last time. We can then grapple onto this and use that to launch ourselves across the level. Now, I screw up on this run that I'm showing you here, and I have to grapple a couple of ways back to the entrance. But if you can get it timed right, you can shoot yourself across the entire level and then just boost the rest of your way there and put yourself into the drain. By combining all of this, you can cut off 10-15 seconds of your entire run if you would just swing. It's amazing. Now, after putting all of these different tactics together, we come with my personal best run. And here it is. And that's my record. You see now how cool of a gamer boss I am. You know, Doom music, absolutely destroying this Unity game. But seriously, go check out the creator, check out the game even. The game's really fun. I actually really enjoyed making this video, and just have fun with it. Anyway, that's all for me.